Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, welcome back to Jaylene's Tarot Show. Welcome. Welcome. We have here three beautiful piles, and today's topic is what do people envy the most about you? And again, three beautiful piles. Please pause the video if needed. Let's go. So for the viewers that picked pile number one, hi. What do people envy the most about you? We're going to find out, and I'm going to pre-pick three cards, and we're going to find out, okay? Warning, some of the things I may say might be explicit. So, yeah. Drink with me today while I tell you what do people envy the most about you. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Y'all know I don't like to waste time here. Let's go. What do people envy the most about my pal number one? I heard travel. Okay, so people envy the fact that you could just get up and go. Maybe you have like no kids, or like you just have no responsibilities, or you just get up and buy a flight, before having breakfast, you just get up and look at flights. People envy the fact that you live your life very freely. And okay, maybe you do have kids, but the babysitter is handled, everything is handled, and I'ma still do me. I'ma still be who I am. Okay, people envy that. Again, mother is coming in. You could be a mother. People envy how you could still be yourself while also being a mother. The fact that you didn't lose yourself once you became a mother or even a father, okay, my male audience here, you don't let yourself go. That's what people envy about. You don't let yourself go, especially when it comes to either your maintenance, your dates, your daily, not daily, who's taking a daily vacation, but like your yearly vacation, your every 6 month vacation. People envy the fact that you still put yourself first, regardless of all the things in your life that are placed that are mentally supposed to make you think that you should put yourself last. Again, if you're married, the same thing. You have your own personality, your culture, your religion. It's not who you are. Okay, somebody here could be like a very like you come like from a very strict Christian family, and people wouldn't guess that because you could still be a Christian maybe in your own mind and still be who you are without having to limit yourself or limit basically, I don't know, your personality. So people envy some sort of freedom. There's something that looks like a block or even like like a hold in your life, but it just doesn't have a hold on you. All right. Maybe people thought that once you got married, you were just gonna just be off the spotlight and just move by the mountains and never come out. And then, hey, you're at a bar on a Tuesday taking shots. Okay, like people are like, "Whoa, I thought they were married. Like I thought they had 5 kids at home. What's going on here?" But again, you are still there for what you have to do. You're still present for the things that need you. So people envy that flexibility. We have here the Wheel of Fortune. People envy some sort of change. It could be the change that happened with your looks. I also see here like buck teeth. I don't know why I heard buck teeth. I don't know why. Somebody here could have fixed their smile. I'm also getting somebody here is like accepting who they are with their imperfections. For example, I'm getting this. If someone here has freckles and maybe you were used to like hiding your freckles, you're not doing that. You're embracing your natural beauty, and people envy that. People envy that confidence. What's another example that I'm really getting here? I really feel like people also envy some sort of like style as well. You could be very edgy but clean. geeky but classy. I really don't know how to explain it. It's like whatever aesthetic you have, it looks clean. Whether it's gothic, edgy, and I know the clean style is like definitely taking over right now, but it's so refreshing how you have your own style, and even with trends coming in, it's still your style. So regardless of the new things that come in, it's still your style. We have here the King of Swords. People envy your fierceness, your boldness, how you're not scared to confront the energy in the room. You're not afraid to say no. There's some sort of like bluntness that comes from someone like you that basically tells another person that they're weaker than you. Your boldness makes other people small. So you make people feel like they can't be more bold or aggressive than you. People envy the fact that they might be scared of you. There is just like a very overpowering energy with you. I don't know how to explain it. You're not afraid to be the first one to speak in a room. You're not afraid to come, you know, to, I guess, confront someone. You're not afraid to be the first one to reach out. You're not afraid to be the first one to say sorry. It's just something very overpowering, and a lot of you guys don't really realize that. You don't realize that sometimes your words or the way you might say things might come off as aggressive or even like overpowering for others. It's giving like a very leader bossy energy. And I'm going to keep it very honest with you. People either hate or love you. I don't think you care. I don't think you care. I think we've established this, Polymer One, that you're like a lion eater. We've established that you guys have no filter. You might say, hey, well, Jaylene, I'm just being honest. And I think people appreciate that the most. You know, but Polymer One, your honesty seems to make people feel below you. And oftentimes they might think that you're picking on them. Why are you telling me, Jaden, why are you telling me that I sound like a bully? Listen, the thing is, people envy that. Do you know how much confidence you have to say what you think in a room full of people, or just be real? Some people have people in their life that can't even tell them that an outfit is ugly. You come in the picture and people just want to run away from you because you don't have any type of filter. And people envy that because they wish they had the balls to be like you. And something tells me that you're not crossed very often. Because you're very open about your intentions and the things you're not willing to accept. Damn, Paul One, I keep hearing this song that I've been listening to by Cash Cobain. It's called H.O.'s Be Mad. And I keep hearing, rich bitch still shop on Shein. And there could be a casualness about you. The girl next door type of energy. But the girl next door with a hint of mystery. You're all that in a bag of chips, Polymer One. Your humility and the openness that you come through in every place you go, it's something people very much envy because they want to know, how do you make it so easy to be likable? How do you make it so easy to get around any type of group of people, network, get everybody at work to like you, or just have like such a great bond with children. I really don't know how that came out and why that came. A lot of people envy your personality here, Paul number one. Gemini's in the building. Oh my God, I knew it. I knew it. Cancers. I heard my cancers in here. I heard 2, 3 cancers in here. Okay. I'm not saying the water signs can't be, lit. I'm just saying. I heard Freedom Writer. That could be someone's favorite movie, Freedom Writers. Or someone could look like the teacher from Freedom Writers. If y'all don't know what that is, it's an American movie. You could Google it. Let's see. What do people envy the most about my pile number one? And I'm gonna pick up 3 more cards. What do people envy? They envy your ability to move on. They envy the ability that you have to make it seem that people are very irrelevant in your life, and people envy that. People envy that strength. You know how strong you have to be to not go and basically pick up old relationships that you once had. Especially when they want to be around you again. Because I've always seen when you're not the problem, people always want to come back. That is number one. They might not tell you, they might not approach you, but they're waiting for you to come back. Especially if you weren't the problem. So people envy, especially people from your past, they envy how you're able to move on. How you're able to step in a new chapter for yourself and never look back and basically act like you've never met them in your life. People also envy the fact that maybe somebody here could fight. That's for some, not all. Somebody here got the muscles. Maybe you've gotten into some bar fights and people have seen your movements. But there is definitely a fear surrounding your energy that equals to envy because of the fear. So there's people that probably envy the fact that you instill that fear in them of they better not come close because they might get checked. Especially narcissistic people that feel like they're just above everyone. They're just above everyone and they just could test everyone around them. Okay? People envy your home here. Someone envies a home. And there's something specific about this home. You could have like I don't know what it's called, but it's almost like a column. It's like 2 bars. It gives castle. Someone here probably lives in a very antique home that might look like a castle. If that doesn't resonate, you might live around water or by water. And that's the sign. People do envy where you live. So be careful who you bring in. I'm not joking. Ace of Wands in the reverse. People envy the grip you have on them. And I also see here like an ex, like that might envy the fact that they're still cut up on you. Yeah, people can envy you because they're just obsessed with you. But you don't feel the same way and they could tell. So a lot of people that want to be in your life, but you're not allowing them to be in your life or you just don't care for them, they envy your life the most. Because of the lack of access, but also because of that little fear. I also heard McDonald's cookies. Somebody here could have worked for McDonald's or could have been laughed at for some sort of job that they had. Whether it was like a shoe repair, McDonald's, fast food, or something like where you had to like stand for hours. People could have made fun of you for that job. And I think that job was the stepping stone of your elevation. So people also envy how you were able to elevate your own life. Even, you know, starting as low as you did, starting from the bottom, okay, not having maybe a family or maybe not having support. People also envy how many people love you. You could have like maybe many siblings or like many family members or maybe many childhood friends that are very loyal to you. And if that doesn't resonate, that could be maybe you're like a social media influencer. Somebody here envies the love you get. You could get like a lot of support or maybe people that have your back. You just have people that have your back. And if they don't have your back in that way, it could be that you can count on them. You can count on them. You have a village, I heard. Someone here has a village and people envy that about you. So, pile number one, people envy your support, the support that you get from others, your personality, and the way that you're able to shift, transform, and change and still stay with your authenticity. You don't change and become someone else's minion. You evolve and you evolve your style and you evolve who you are into a better version. I heard never a copycat, always the original. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys. So for the viewers that picked pile number 2, let's find out, what do people envy the most about you? What do people envy the most about you? Pile number 2, it's your protectiveness, the protectiveness that you have with yourself, with your energy, with your goals, with your plans, and with your ideas, that privacy that people envy. Why? Because people have a big mouth. People just always want to post and always want to show off what they have and what they got and what they just started. And part two, you keep everything in secrecy. You pop out once it's done. You pop out once it's a success. And people envy that. Like, wow, like how can part two just come out when everything is finalized and looking bigger and better and more successful and everything? People envy how you can move in silence and still succeed. Because sometimes people might have confused you moving in silence as you're going through a lot. Maybe life has just grabbed you up and tossed you around, but that's not true with you. See, pile number 2 is going to disappear for 6 months, but when they come back, baby, you best believe they got a new car, a new business, maybe a new bae or a new book. I don't know. But pile 2, people envy your privacy. I heard private parts. I don't know why. Okay. Maybe somebody here envies your private parts. That is super weird. But I know it's going to resonate with someone here. Jesus. We have here the 6 of Swords in reverse, and then we have here the Knight of Wands in the reverse. People definitely envy some sort of vehicle transportation here. Somebody could own a boat. People are super envious of that. If anybody here owns a boat, people definitely envy that. I'm also getting cigarette smell. You could smoke cigarettes but not smell like it, and people envy that. Like, you might probably smoke the green stuff and people, you don't smell like it. You don't even look like it. Because, I don't know, here in America, there's this term called smoked out. And there's literally a trend right now on TikTok where people are asking, hey, do I look smoked out? Don't ask me why I'm laughing, but some people, they're ruthless on TikTok. Some people be like, yes, sweetie, you do. Absolutely. You look smoked out. You know what I mean? Like, some people say that, but maybe you're like a heavy smoker, but you don't look smoked out. And people envy that, okay? Or, listen, I'm not romanticizing addictions here, but you could also be a heavy drinker, somebody that drinks but can handle their liquor, and people are impressed by that. People might envy that. Like, whoa, they just had 7 beers. How are they still standing? um, People envy your charisma. You could be someone that is very funny. And if you're not very funny, you just have like a punchline for everything. And people can envy that. People can envy the quickness with your comebacks. Maybe it's like a quickness with your words or your communication. And people envy your communication. People envy how freely you just express yourself. Or, how when you have a story to tell, you just get straight to the point. Or even when you do have a story to tell about someone, you are always right. People can envy that. Like, wow, Pout 2, they don't seem like a problem. And don't ask me why people envy the fact that you're not a problem. You know what it is? People count on your downfall. People count on people disliking you. So if you're always right in a situation or always the victim in a situation and you look like the bestest person in the world, yeah, people envy that. Like, you know what I mean? How come we can't catch them being sneaky or doing something they're not supposed to? You could be in a leadership position, whether it's like a manager, a supervisor, or something like that. Like, somebody here could be you could be a high figure in some place, but you don't act like it. And people envy that. Some people be like, wow, if I was the supervisor up in this job, I will probably make everybody's life a hell. Or maybe I will make the schedule stricter. Or maybe I will enforce extra break time. So people envy a high position that you have in your life, whether it's a high position in your career, your money, in a group setting, at a church, at a spiritual group, at a coven. People envy your tier, your standing, basically your highness. People envy where you're at right now in a position. So just know that. Let's pick 3 more cards to get more energy on my pile number 2. Let's see, what do people envy the most about my pile 2? What do people envy the most about my pile 2? I also heard curves, so somebody here could be very curvy, or you could be like a chubby guy, but like you have such a cute face. People envy that. Maybe other chubby men envy that. Like, yeah, they're chubby, but they're handsome. And I'm not getting some tonight. Anyways, I don't even know why the hell I said that. But somebody here could be like either chubby or like or bald with a beard. And there's like something about you that in society it's supposed to be deemed as unattractive, but it's actually attractive. So another example I could also do is like people that have freckles. I don't know if society makes it look, I don't know, not good or whatever, but they're actually very beautiful, right? It could be even braces. Someone here, some people might think braces are disgusting, and you have them and you look good. I don't know why it took me so long to say that, but you look good. Let's see. What do people envy about my pal 2? What do people envy my pal 2? 3 cards. The first card is the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. People envy how you think you're the shit. And I understand, Jaylene, how do I think and how do I look like that? Well, you don't allow everybody into your circle, and that might deem you to be someone picky, or like thinking that you're higher than others, or again, you're just higher than others. And people envy that. People envy that you walk with that grace. Again, a lion doesn't have to roar for you to know that it's a lion. See, you don't have to be a dictator at work so people know that you're the boss, but you're still the boss. And some people envy that strength of you knowing that you have so much power, but you don't use it because you don't care for it. You're naturally powerful. We have here the Nine of Cups. People envy your stability. You could be someone that has your own apartment, your own car, your own place. You don't count on no one. They have never heard someone say, oh, pile number two owes me money. You know, people envy your stability. You could come from wealth, and if you don't come from wealth, you're building wealth. And people envy that. People envy that there is so much structure in your life. Even if things are falling apart, hey guys, let's not do that. People really envy your structure, your stability, your home life, how everything is lined up in your life, ready to be conquered, ready to be in use. So, yeah, people envy that stability. People feel like you have something to fall your back on, whether it's your daddy's money, your husband's money, your mom's money, your sugar daddy's money. I don't know. Your grandma's money. Oh my God, I could keep. Let me stop. People envy how you are a very loyal friend. People envy that. People envy that you are such a loyal friend, especially the people that have done you dirt, because now they have to replay all the moments that you were actually genuine with them and they weren't. Sucks, right? So, yes, there's like an energy here of people envying the fact that you are so loyal to the people around you. And this is why you're probably very picky with the people around you, because you're like, hey, I know myself. I know how much I give in relationships. If I don't see that coming from the other person, what is that doing for me? So you love yourself, pile number two, and you know how to put yourself first. And people envy that. People envy the fact that when you are in a place where people don't see your worth, you can easily go find your worth. Again, people envy the fact that they're replaceable. You don't play around when it comes to your peace. People can envy how you have multiple jobs or multiple streams of income. You could be someone that's a plumber during the day, but a stripper during the night. I don't know. People envy the fact that you have multiple streams of income, multiple stocks, multiple houses, multiple businesses, multiple YouTube channels. Just something multiple cars, something multiple, even multiple kids. Maybe you have like twins. People also envy the harmony that's in your life. Pile number two is not screaming drama every week. Every weekend, guess what this friend did to me? Guess what so-and-so did? Guess what so-and-so said? Pile number two is not feeding drama. Pile number two is not in the gossips. Pile number two is nowhere problematic, and problems do not arise to pile number two. People envy the fact that your life is so peaceful. Your life is like so dainty, and even if you're a man, you live that soft life. And people envy that. People just hate that soft luxury lifestyle. Proud to, but yeah, people also envy the fact that you have multiple options in love and friends and men and jobs and everything and everything. So people envy all the options that you have in your life. You could be someone that could definitely replace anybody whenever. And if it's not even about replacing, it's just that people envy how opportunities just knock on your door, whether it's in love and career. It's like, how lucky can you get? How much more can you receive? That's what people envy. The fact that there's always a new door for you. There's always a new possibility, a new friend that takes you to a new place, and you just meet so many people that change your life, and you are just always walking into the next door, the next path, the next idea, the next golden bar, the next golden ticket. Opportunities are just always flowing for you. So in this pile, people envy your stability. People envy your growth. People envy how you just got it like that. And you don't even have to be so flashy. while they're sitting back and posting that, that they went to 5 clubs last weekend, you posted up your feet at a beach, or walking on a treadmill, and your life looks so much beautiful, so much better. People envy how you don't even have to throw it in their face. You don't have to be bratty about it. It's almost like people envy you because they deep down know that you deserve everything you have. So that's all for today. Bye, guys. So for the viewers that picked about number 3, let's find out, what do people envy the most about you? Oh my God, shocker. Pal 3. It's getting intense. It's getting intense. People envy your stuck up energy. People envy how little attention they receive from you. And the reason they envy how much little attention they get from you is because they want to seem more important than you. But how can you seem much more important than someone that's barely even seeing you? I also get here, people envy how strong you are. Okay, so you could literally be strong, like you could be very buff. But if not, how strong you are through the challenges and situations and past events that you went through, and still standing, still going forward, glowing. People envy that you don't look like what you've been through. Reminds me of what my grandma told me. My grandma said something so funny today. She said, listen, I don't even look that raggedy. For the amount I've worked, I don't even look that raggedy or old. Like, it gives that. It gives, you don't even look like your struggles. You don't even look like what you've been through. And people envy that. Okay, people envy when you don't look like you're struggling. Again, people envy how your life could be falling into pieces, pal. The 3, and you still wave up the little white flag, like, I'm still here, ready to go. Oh my God, Dito, you are very resilient, very strong, and people envy that strength because it's a strength that cannot be put down. It's a flame that cannot be blown. It's something unbreakable. See, when people can no longer break you, they break themselves. All right? They break themselves. People envy how forgiving you are. And the reason why they envy how forgiving you are, because it's an energy of people almost wanting you to get revenge on them. It's the energy of people wanting you to get mad at the things that they do, or be still spiteful for the things that they've done. And that doesn't happen. See, that happened to me the other day. I was in Target and I saw somebody that, how can I explain it? Like, I'm not the biggest fan of them, and they're not a good person in my book. In my book of life, of the life I've lived, they're not a good character, right? And I saw them, and the look in their face, oh my God, they looked like they saw a ghost. I swear, I looked at the person and I literally continued walking. I literally made eye contact with them. I'm like, oh, I remember you. And then I just moved forward. But a lot of people, 'cause I'm not the biggest fan of them, and they're not a good person in my book. In my book of life, of the life I've lived, they're not a good character, right? And I saw them, and the look in their face, oh my God, they looked like they saw a ghost. I literally made eye contact with them. I'm like, oh, I remember you. And then I just moved forward. But don't understand how you just could get past them like that. How can you forget what I did to you 2 years ago? How? And this is where I'm going in deep. People envy your beauty. People envy how good you look. You could have been targeted your whole life just because of your beauty. And it's so crazy because people could have brainwashed you into thinking that you weren't beautiful. You could have been brainwashed into thinking that you weren't that pretty or that handsome or capable or talented enough. And you probably believed it at some point. And people envy the fact that you don't believe their lies anymore. But they, on the other hand, they wanted you to believe their lies because they believe other people's lies about themselves. Yes. See, people wanted to hurt you. They wanted to hit it where it hurt you the most. Ex, friend, past people, toxic ex, whatever. Got exes again. It's a real ex here. But people envy the fact that you can be put through so much and still be smiling at the end of the day. And that people envy. Because how dare they be like that? Why can't I be like that? Why can I not take people serious like Pal 3 does? And the people envy the way you make them feel so minuscule through that strength. And I see like maybe someone like cracking a heavy joke on Pal 3 and Pal 3 just walking away. Not even batting an eye. Not even laughing. Which I do that too. Sometimes when people say weird things, I laugh. Um, I don't know. It's just like a survival instinct. Just laugh. It'll go away. And I don't think it does. I just feel like the other person thinks that you don't take yourself serious. Yeah, unfortunately. Let's see here. What do people envy the most about my Pal 3? What do people envy the most about my Pal 3? Two of Cups. I got that in the beginning of this reading. People envy a relationship that you have, whether it's a close partnership, a friendship, or like a soulmate level connection. People envy the hell out of your connection because it seems like you keep the business that happens between you guys. You don't, when you have disagreements, you don't go out in the public about them. It's like you almost keep all of your dirty laundry at home, as you should. And so people always try to find the fault in other people's relationships. And when you don't have that fault, they try to find it. And if they can't find it, they start to envy you. Okay? Four of Cups. People envy how you're not a settler. See, you don't settle with the first job you get. You don't settle with the first offer. You don't settle with men. You don't settle with women. You don't settle with your life. Or if you go for your bachelor's, you're also going to go for your PhD. And people envy that. People envy that you always strive for better quality people, better quality men, better quality experiences. And you just don't settle in your life. See, when they think that they got the wool over your eyes and, they're having the moment in their lives, they think you're slacking. Then they turn around and you've been working harder than them. And now your fruits are growing and they're like, whoa, what is happening here? People envy your creativity. Okay, miss put it on, miss show it off. Somebody here is an artist. People envy a talent that you have, and this talent could bring you money. And that people envy. Because how dare you turn a little hobby into a six-figure business? How dare you turn your little invention into a multi-million dollar business? Or how dare you marry the love of your life? People envy the good things that happen to you because a lot of people preyed on your downfall, or a lot of people wanted you to be below them. The way people would hate on you is by competing with you, Pal 3. Look back into your life. Look at how many people did what you said you were going to do. Look at how many people copied your birthday outfit. Look at how many people copied your degree. It's like if Pal number 3 claps, we're all clapping. If Regina wore a white t-shirt with a hole, we're all wearing a white t-shirt with a hole. People envy that you're a trendsetter, that people are looking you up. Instead of people going through Pinterest, people are going through your page to see what's the next inspiration, what's the next song, what's the next commodity. People envy also that people might need your help in some way. Like maybe you help others, whether it's through like counseling or like courses. There's something about you helping people and helping others and becoming essential in a community. People envy that. People envy how much you're needed in your community. And if it's not a community, your niche, your town, your family, whatever, like how much you're needed. People envy that. And I also heard well spoken of. So you could have a great reputation that people also envy. Okay, because people that envy you, they want your life. They're not gonna, hello, they're not going to envy people who they don't want to switch lives with. So people envy how you put it on, you are creative, how you don't care about a lot of the things that they do or say against you. Part 3, I heard it's very hard to be your hater because you just don't care. And it's like, okay, they did A and B. Now, what do they do for me? Oh, nothing? Then I don't care. I don't care, right? So, part 3, people envy that nonchalant energy. It hurts. How can you not care more than them? People envy how you're able to come up with things, ideas, plans, business plans, streams of income, trends, dances, how you're able to just come up with things from the top of your head. You could be also an author. Somebody could here be writing an ebook. People envy how you get these bright ideas to do things and you actually complete them. Heavy on the complete. So people envy your consistency throughout your life, through your projects, through your health journey, through your independence journey. People also envy some sort of like childlike or like teenage type of phase you got going on. Listen, I'm not saying that anybody here's pretending to be a child, but you could like things that younger people like, whether it's like clothes, aesthetics, or even like items that younger people like. And people might envy that, envy how you're open to newness, how you're open to newer trends, and how you just like are open to always trying new things. People also envy how fun your life looks. They might have mundane, regular jobs. You could have a regular job too, but you don't let it suck the life out of you. You're not on social media complaining about gas prices and, you know, how the government is out to get us. You solve your life. You figure it out. Okay? You figure it out. No matter how messed up the government is, I'm going to figure my life out. I don't care. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. No matter how many people did me dirty and bullied me in my past, I'm going to continue to move forward. I'm going to continue to smile, and I'm going to continue to be the best that I can. And people envy that strength. People envy that resilience. And people envy that way you have of moving on and getting right by yourself. People also envy that they can't compare their lives to yours. They can't. Very, very different, not similar, very different. People might also envy your social life, your love life, any life that is around certain people. People envy that because maybe there is a strength in the bond that cannot be broken. They can't just go in and destroy it and, plot. You have very strong foundations when it comes with other people and friends and lovers and family. There's a very strong foundation there, and people envy that. People envy that, they can't find out the things that happen in your life when it comes to the people around you. People envy how you're a socialite, how people always talk great things about you, how people always want to have you around, and how people have great memories with you. So, in actuality, they envy how many standards you have for yourself. That's coming heavy. Standards for yourself. It might look uppity to others, but for those that envy you, it's a dream life. So that's all that I'm getting here. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys.